Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Ken Rader. I am one of the co founders here at the Visionary Group. And today we are going to be diving into the growth track. So, the growth track is the framework, the thesis, everything that we use for all of our clients, all of our customers, what we recommend people do. And it's sort of like just a thought process of building your business and scaling your business. So, let's dive into it. What is what is the growth track and what is the mission and the reason for the growth track. So we are looking to acquire customers for as cheap as possible and keep them around for as long as we possibly can. We can, through creating scalable systems and ascending customers through our unique customer journey. So we'll dive into each one of those. So before we get into that, who this course is not for and who Growth Track is not for. So if you are watching this right now, I want to set expectations so you don't waste your time, you don't get annoyed by me, and you're like, these guys are crazy. So this is not for people that don't have a growth mindset. If you're thinking small-minded, if you don't care about growing, you don't care about scaling your business, and you don't dream big, and you're not ambitious, then just pause this video, get out of the school community. This is probably not for you. Like, these are for individuals that want to absolutely scale, that are shooting for the moon, that are dreamers, that want other people pushing them and inspiring them. This is who that's for. Doesn't care to systemize their company. So if you're not looking to systemize, you're cool just being like a one man. You can be a solopreneur. You can do all that, but if you're not looking to systemize and like create scalable systems that are tested, and you don't care to get into the nitty gritty and spend time creating awesome systems that can actually make your company into a product that is sellable, and that's not for you. You're not for this. A lot of it has to be based around building systems, sustainable systems that can easily scale. So if you don't have any time to work on the company, this is probably not going to be for you, because this is going to take, if not hours, then days, months, weeks, years. This is going to take a lot of time to implement it. Yes, these are going to be like, you're going to consume hours of content, but actually implementing this and we don't want you to just like watch this and not getting anything from it. We want you to actually write notes, like get out your pen and pencil right now, your pen and paper, take notes and actually implement this, test new things, get creative. Because if you're not able to do that and you don't want to spend time, get your ass out of here. If you settle on making $10,000 a month, $15,000, $20,000 a month, and you're just like comfortable, you're relaxing, and you sort of have that mindset like, oh, I'm cool, whatever, I'll make this passive $10,000, get out of here, because we are looking to scale, make more money, increase profit margins and profitability, and build 7, 8, 9-figure businesses. That's our ultimate dream and our ultimate goal. So if you don't have any of these traits and you're not, this is sort of your mindset, then this is probably not for you. Okay, after I was just ranting on that, why listen to us? Who is this guy, or who are these people that I've seen on my social that are talking about business, talking this big game, telling me what to do? Like, who are these guys? Why should I listen to them? Well, I'm here to tell you why. We've worked with some of the biggest companies in the fitness industry. As you can see below, Evogen, ProCept, New Ethics, Runner's Box, Onward, Flow. We've worked with some of the biggest companies in the health and wellness space. Also, some of the biggest coaches in the fitness industry. So if you're an online coach watching this, or you have info products, or if you're, an e-commerce business owner, like this is what we have to show for it. And we work with we're huge into fitness, health, wellness, like we live and breathe it. And that's why we sort of work with that niche. And that's who we've seen success with. So that's sort of what we have to show for it. And not only do we work with these big companies, but we've taken brands and businesses from infancy stage to $1 million businesses and brands, like people that just have an idea in their head, and we bring it to fruition and make it a sustainable, profitable $1 million company. So yeah, we don't just work with huge top dogs all the time and just go up to that level, which I mean, we probably do now, but we work with people that are smaller, and we've actually been through it ourselves of building from like ground zero. So if you're a big company watching this and you have all this, or if you're, a small fish, um, it fits everyone. Okay. You heard me say that. Let some of the numbers do the talking. So this is Danny Brown. She runs Jason Brown Coaching, which is one of our favorite clients right now. They're performing really well. We've been working with them for nearly a year now. They're absolutely crushing the game, and they're sort of like in that info product, online coaching. They also have some B2B stuff. So they're sort of in that space. So January of 2024, they're consistently hitting over 100K months, which is awesome with everything. And right now we're running sort of the paid advertising strategy in front for them. And this past January, we hit a $50,000 a month and we're consistently hitting over $50,000 in paid advertising with over 4.36 or over 4 ROAS, 4.36. So we spent $11,000. So they're absolutely crushing it. And what she has to say, if you didn't watch the client interview or testimonial, that's on our YouTube, which you can watch. But she says, I couldn't have given free reign of media buying to just anyone. And that's been an incredible weight off my back. So we've helped take their full paid advertising, paid media strategy to a whole nother level and open up so many different areas of their business. Okay, let's hop on to another. So this is another pretty well-known coach that I'm not really able to talk about just yet. But we came on beginning of December, and we really started from square one. This is a fitness app that has been dormant for years. And so we were pretty much organizing, setting everything up to scale, and we started running ads in January. And from January 15th to 21st, as you can see, increased the monthly recurring revenue by 78.4%. So nearly doubled the MRR, as well as, and this is only through one of the channels, and then nearly doubled again, 70.6% increase in active subscribers. As you can see from our other channels, they're reaching highs of 1,500 active members, and we just started. This is just by taking this Growth Track framework, implementing it in a month, they're able to see this significant growth. So I'm excited, especially for this client. Imagine a year from now when we're actually able to dial things in and scale. And as you sort of see, implement all of our strategies, because we haven't even been able to yet, because we haven't had time. We're building a lot right now. So yeah, we'll let the numbers talk. So speak for themselves, baby. Know the numbers. So these are the two numbers. Like I said, we're trying to acquire customers for as low as possible. So that's CAC, customer acquisition cost. How much does it cost to actually acquire a new customer? And then lifetime value. So we're trying, like I said, we're trying to keep them around for as long as we possibly can. That's lifetime value. How much does the client on average pay you over lifetime? So trying to get the acquisition cost as low as we possibly can, and we're trying to increase the lifetime value as high as we possibly can, because in those numbers is obviously lifetime value is going to increase your revenue. And then we work on that sort of profit margin with the acquisition cost, and boom. So customer acquisition cost, what are some things that we could do to decrease our customer acquisition cost? So that's targeted marketing, organic social media, outbound strategies, referral programs, email marketing, partnerships, and collaborations. Some of you guys right now that may have smaller businesses, you're like, well, I don't have an acquisition cost because I just get people off organic social. Yeah, but whenever you're scaling a business, there's also cost associated with that. If you're investing into, editors and video editors and camera, so many different things if you want to get really granular about it. But if you're looking to scale, you're going to have email, you're going to have ads, you're going to have all these different marketing channels. You may, whatever it may be, you're going to have costs associated with it. So let's just say in good numbers like a 5, and then your LTVs, we increase that to say $2,000, $2,000. Like that's awesome right there. But it really depends on the product. Like I can be talking out of my ass. Like it really just depends on your business and your product. LTV, lifetime value. So how can we increase our lifetime value? Okay, we're going to dive a lot deeper into this with all these other courses, but raising prices, more offerings, customer journey and experience, which we're going to talk about a lot, cross-selling and upselling, extreme value, re-engagement, and community building. A lot of people don't have a lot of these. Just like I tell a lot of people, you can raise your prices. There's a lot of people that can automatically double their company if they just raise their prices, or offer more things. Like an online coach is doing one-on-one coaching, but as you see, like Jason Brown, one of our clients, they have PDF programs, which they absolutely crush. They have a community, and you can have a paid community. You can have high ticket offerings above your one-on-one coaching, or you could have B2B. Like there's so many different things that you can do that's going to increase the lifetime value of the customer and allow you to acquire more customers. Your customer journey and experience. So walking through the journey, which we'll talk about later, cross-selling, upselling. So just having different offers and fitting them exactly to what they need. We're going to talk about that more in building your offer. And community building and re-engagement. So like say if a customer's gone, they're done working with you, you can downsell them to like your community where they pay $30 a month and they can keep up with you. And then they want to, if you're a one-on-one coach, start training again or start learning again or whatever, and like work with you personally, and then they come back up. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can frame it, which we'll talk about way down the line. Scaling with systems. Okay, here we go. Let me paint the picture for you. You're Spider-Man and I'm me. You come to me, hey, Cannon, I want to double my business. I'm like, sweet, let's do it. And then with my team and your team and all these team members, we sort of come into your business and we're like, this is what the back end looks like. You'd be surprised how many companies actually look like this on the back end. Large companies too. It's not just the small fish. A lot of large companies that you think have their shit together do not. And it just looks like this. And we're like, oh my gosh, we thought we can come in here and just like really scale this thing. First, we got to set the foundation. We got to spend 1, 2, 3 months, a year setting up all the back end so then we can properly place people in the right place. So everyone's like, yo, what is this? We got to fix this. And then say if we were to, set it up, fix it, you set it up, fix it, or it's already, you built solid systems. This is what it should look like. It's all cohesive. It's all organized. It looks nice. And then if we come into your business, then we can place people where they're supposed to be. Your appointment setters, your, closers, your people building some lead magnets and stuff. And, we're placing people in the right places and we're able to just like scale. So then you, like I said, you focus on building the product and we can scale this thing. So then you're focusing on building the best product possible. So then we can increase prices. People are getting results. We're solving problems. And then we're able to just scale. And that's how you really achieve the growth track and you're building a sustainable, profitable business. Customer journey. You're going to hear me talk about this a lot. And I love talking about customer journey because it's my favorite thing to work on in business because it just makes you feel so good having people have fun and experiencing such a cool thing. And this can like really level up your business and make up for a lot of things and like give you quick wins. And I'll explain further. But if I were to relate it to something, it's like relate customer journey or experiences to like a story or a book. People want a good story or book. You don't want to read a shitty book. Like if you want a good product, obviously, and you want to read a good story, or else you're not going to read it. So if you have a shitty customer journey, no one's going to want to go through it. No one's going to want to read it. No one's going to want to go through more. So you want an awesome experience, and then it keeps people wanting more. So if I'm, reading this book and then I'm reading the first chapter, I'm like, oh, I'm getting into it. I'm reading, and I'm like, holy crap, it's the story's getting better and better. And then people are feeling different emotions. They're going through the story. They have highs, they have lows, they have different emotions tied to it, and they just can't stop. And you can't stop wanting more of it. That's the same thing with like a customer journey in a business. Is if you start someone somewhere and you have an awesome stellar journey, then they're going to want more and more from you. They're going to want that next offer. They're not going to want to stop watching your content or follow you on Instagram, and then your YouTube, subscribe to it, and then they're going to all these other places and they're purchasing more from you, and then whatever. It keeps them just like wanting more, just like a good book. It takes time to develop. It's not just putting them where they don't belong. Like you need to find where they belong, where they fit, what chapter they go into. And if you just throw them randomly in, sell them your high ticket offer and they're not ready for it, and they're at the end of the book, they're like, yo, I don't even know what's going on here. This is not for me. Like I can't keep up. I don't know what's happening. But if you start them from the beginning or where they belong, and you take time and you really nurture the relationship with your client or your customer, then they get to know you more. It takes time to develop, and it allows you to increase your LTV because obviously lifetime value takes time. Good books get passed on. So if you have a great customer journey, you have a great product, people are going to pass on the book or pass on the story. If it's a great book, a great story, people are going to pass it on. They're going to talk about it at work, at school. They're going to pass it to their friend. They're going to refer a friend to purchase it themselves and actually consume it because it's an awesome experience. They get to experience it themselves and, pass it along and feel the way that they felt as well. Or even they read it again. You think about like the great series and books of like Harry Potter, the Hunger Games and stuff. The author keeps coming out with more books and stories, and the people keep consuming them. They want the next thing. And so that's what you want. You want returning customers. They keep wanting more and more from you, and they just come for the experience and journey, and they know the products that you put out are really good. Also feels rewarding. So outside of them, changing their lives with the product and the service that you're giving to them or the product that you're giving them, they learn so many other valuable life lessons outside of the product itself, and they learn life lessons and they gain other knowledge, and now it feels rewarding because they've been through the entire experience, entire journey, and no one else has, and it's just super rewarding. So the purpose of it is meeting the customer needs, customer satisfaction, higher perceived value for higher ticket. So if you have an awesome journey and people are raving about it, you're going to have obviously a higher perceived value. There's effective communication. So once they go through levels and stuff, they're getting message, they have calls, they have it in the right places, and that's why you systemize it and have an awesome journey. So then they feel like, you're giving them a lot of value and they feel like they're special. Increase efficiency. So then if you have, this journey, it's all the same thing. Think about an author, they write a book, they sell it, they don't have to write it again. They just keep selling it. So if you have an awesome journey and it's just, a staple, then you're just selling it. You don't have to, you can revise it a little bit and make it better. But if it's good enough, like you just put people through it. Customer retention, it keeps people around longer, increase your LTV, and brand reputation. You're just going to have higher perceived value, have a better brand. Everything else is just going to be valued higher. And yeah, that's how you make a business. So with the growth track, our entire goal, like we said, getting your acquisition costs as low as we possibly can and increasing the lifetime value. So with this course, We're going to teach you everything that we've learned up into this point with our clients, our own personal experiences, and go really deep into all the strategies. But this is just the main framework. You can take this if you're an online coach, if you're selling info products, if you're an e-commerce business, like this all sort of like has to tie with each other. And all these different courses are going to be targeted for each one of you guys or what category you're falling into. But this framework has to really just do with business in general. So we're really looking forward into it, and we're excited for you guys, to learn more and dive deeper into sort of our minds and our thought process behind all of this.